Everyone surviving so far. Nope, they are not. Getting hit.
Look, it goes forward. What a move! That's a late braking, and that's what you want to see. Lots of pressure put on the McLaren driver, but he's dealing with it like a boss.
Acoustic room, but only I'm saying acoustic. It's a little bit too much curve. Not just a salt there. I feel
Hello and welcome to the stream, guys. Hope everyone's doing well. We had the finale of the SIMZONE Championship tonight, so we'll see how we get on. Just shut the curtains now. So, unfortunate that only 8 people turned up for the final. Considering we started this league with over 30 drivers, it's a bit disappointing. We've got some drivers that can't finish for some reasons, like my teammate, whose PC broke. Thankfully, he has got a new PC now, so he will be back racing soon with us. However, it arrived yesterday, I think, I think it arrived yesterday. So he obviously hasn't completed setting it up yet, but hopefully he can have that set up and be racing with us in the next leagues, which will be the TSRC Endurance Series. So we'll see what we can do. My pace is not looking good for today. Put in my excuse nice and early and say that I had an exam today, so I haven't done much practice for tonight, but hopefully we can find a little bit of pace. The setup I built doesn't feel too bad, but I do feel like I'm lacking a bit of pace. But yeah, only 8 people turned up, which is surprising. So we'll see what the race is like. It might be a bit of a boring race with it being an hour and only 8 drivers, but we shall see. I think it might be a night race because it's 7 PM start, I think, which is good for the tyre temps. But it will be interesting to see if that changes anything else, but might just make the lap times a bit quicker. Lap times quicker and tyres shouldn't die as quickly. Feels slow, but the car feels okay. I definitely feel like it's a little bit slow. .36.2 is Savina's first lap. 38.1 for me. I did do a low 36 in practice, I think, but that was an optimum track in the hot lap server. This is a fast track at night. So I'm at least going to need a mid 36, I think. If we can manage that. Okay, 35.6, which is 6 tenths off the world record for the Ferrari. This is not looking good for us at all. Locking up. Right, change of strategy. Let me never mind. I'm gonna open my curtains. I've got my window wide open and my curtain shut because I don't like having the light behind the screen because it makes it harder to see the screen. It's just so hot in my room. Right, I was gonna load the Go setups, but we don't have that. And right now we are last, and this is exceptionally bad pace. And I don't know if it's the setup or what, but yeah, this is really bad pace at the moment. I mean, really, I should be doing at least a low 36. Yes, it's fast track, but still, this pace is just like absolutely rubbish. This is definitely the slowest I've been in quali. See if we can get a good lap together, but I'm just... I mean, the fastest Ferrari guy in the session right now is a second off pole, which is quite a difference. But we're still 1.6 off of him, which is a massive amount of time. It's like we've gotten worse over the season. Last season we were much closer in the Porsche, and this season in the Ferrari, at the start of the season, we were actually much closer than what we are now. Come on. 2.6 off, that's just unbelievable. Can't be that slow. Still about a second off where I would expect to be, which is in the 36s medium. Goodness sake. Currently last at the moment. This is really not good at the moment. I'm not sure if it's the setup or my driving or what, but we're getting worse every round, which is not good. Past like 3-4 weeks we've gotten worse. This will be our last race in the Ferrari anyway, because the next league's in the Porsche. But thought he was taking the normal racing line. I didn't realise he was pulling off. Come on. Basically need to find a second on the final 2 laps. Come on. Oh man, unless we get a miracle final lap. How are we so far off the pace at the moment? Practice was actually looking quite good. Cars just sliding everywhere. Again, it's a fast track, not optimum, which is what we practiced, but still. This is either really bad setup or just my driving is absolutely terrible tonight. That was terrible. Two seconds off pole and a second off the quickest Ferrari. That is not good at all. Yeah, sorry guys, that was terrible. No excuses for that pace, that was just rubbish. So it is an optimum race. 28 degrees. I'm gonna go, I was for 33 degrees, 28, I'm gonna go up 3 clicks. Use current pressures, 48 litres. First set of tyres, and hopefully we can make that up in the race, because I'll be perfectly honest, I'm not happy with that quality at all. That was really slow, so hopefully we can get a better race. But yeah, I'm not sure if it was my setup or if my driving was just absolutely terrible. Because the pace wasn't too bad in practice. I think I was 1.4 off the world record or something. No, 1.4 off the world record. But on a fast track, the Savini did 4/10 off the Ferrari world record. The Ferrari world record's a 34.9 on an optimum track. And on a fast track at night, he did 35.3, which is incredibly quick. But I mean, the fastest Ferrari driver was a second off. So, judging by the fact that all the Ferraris start here, maybe the car is a bit slower here, but still, even if it's the Ferrari slow, they're still a second off the quickest Ferrari, which isn't good. So hopefully we can make this up in the race. But yeah, these top three are quite a bit quicker than everyone else. So yeah, I don't know if the Ferrari is slower here. It's definitely not one of the quickest cars here, because I think the world record in whatever car holds the world record, the same driver did a Ferrari hot lap and he was like 7 or 8 tenths slower. So we'll see what happens. Because yeah, it does. Looking at the hot laps on the hot lap leaderboard, Tinko has the world record, and I can't remember what car, but then he also holds a Ferrari world record, and I'm sure there's like a 6-7 tenth gap. So it is a considerable gap, but we should still be closer than what we are. So hopefully we can make this up in the race. I really don't want to finish 8th in an 8-car race. So let's see what we can do in the race and try and make this up. It says it's 7 PM, but it was dark at 6 PM and now it's bright at 7 PM. So whether or not it will go dark, I don't know, but we'll just have to wait and see. It's going to be a long formation lap, I think. I do apologise if my lighting's quite bad. It is just so unbearably hot right now that I've just got my window wide open, and basically I've got my rig here and then the window's right behind it. So I usually have my curtain shut and my window open. So there's still some cold air getting in, but I can have the lights and stuff on. And it's a bit easier to see the screen when it's all blacked out, but it's just so hot at the moment. I've just got the window and curtains open to try to let some cold air in. It's just been a bit of a heat wave this week. But let's see what we can do this race. Very, very bad quality. I have no excuse for how bad that was. But let's try and make up some positions. We know the top 3 are quicker than pretty much everyone else, but all these, we've got 5 Ferraris and we were like a second off the quickest Ferrari. So if we can just try and make up a couple of positions, even if we just make up 1 or 2, then I'll be happy. But I really don't want to finish 7th or 8th in an 8-car race. But just this season started with like 30 or 40 drivers, and the final we've got 8. But some people give up after 1 or 2 rounds. As soon as they realise they can't win the championship, they give up. Or some of them just have to leave the championship, like Luciano. His PC broke, and his new one he hasn't finished setting up yet because it only arrived yesterday, so he's missed the final 3 rounds all because of his PC. So yeah, let's see what we can do at the start. We're on the inside, which is good, so let's see if we can make up some positions into turn 1. If there's any drama, try to take advantage of it. Here's the final. P1 and P2 are fighting for the championship, I believe, with Savini currently leading. You do win a track day in a Porsche GT4 for the champion, so Savini will want to hold on to that lead. Not a good getaway there, but let's see what happens into turn 1. Savini and the BMW already battling into the first corner, fighting for the track day and for the race win today. Had a wee look on the inside of the Ferrari, didn't quite have the grip to get the move done though. See if we can get this position here into the hard braking zone here. Nah, didn't have enough grip and didn't brake late enough to get the move done. Seeley dropped down a bit, but he's back into third. He had almost position, but we hold our starting position. Oh! He's hit the wall. So did I. Not as bad, but I also got understeer. I think my tyres were a bit cold there, but he had major understeer into the wall. Unlucky race start for the foes. 4:06, losing 2 positions already and hitting the wall on the first lap. That is not how he will have wanted to start the final race, especially considering where he is in the championship, and I think he's in the top 5 or top 10. Gonna get the absolutely best toe on the exit there. Both of them very compromised exit.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Get the move done. No, come on, you are joking me. Why? Why? Why is it always me? As soon as we're starting to make up positions, we get 7.6 seconds of damage. Are you joking me? Why? Made a perfectly clean overtake on him. Got the slipstream, overtook him down the inside, and then he rams me on the exit. Like, come on. And I'm gonna have to defend.
Car on the right.
So we are the same position where we started,
Clear on the right.
just with massive damage. See if we can get at least one of these positions back. We were fighting for P5 there as well with that white Ferrari. If this one hadn't hit us, it would have been a nice wee battle for P5, but one of those things. I'm going to struggle now for straight line speed. Definitely struggling with this aero damage, definitely giving me a bit of understeer on that. Try to see if we can pass this black Ferrari in front of us. Wonder if the black Ferrari also got a warning then, because I took a very similar line to him.
Gaining on car ahead in sector 1. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Leave some space, please, mate.
Clear on the right.
Thank you very much, Ferrari, for bumping me wide and letting this one through.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Black Ferrari bumped us wide in turn 1. Get the position back though that we lost.
Car on the right. Clear on the
Whoa!
right.
What was that? Oh, what's he doing? Him in the red, I was like alongside him, and then just straight into the side of me there. Pretty sure he did the same thing to 406. Now I am gonna struggle. I have 8.4 seconds of damage, and I've got, in qualifying, the fastest Ferrari on track, so this will be interesting. That battle's just cost us a massive amount of time, so let's see what we can do. We make up any of this back. So despite the damage, we are making up time on P5, which is good. .406 is making up a lot of time on us, but I am struggling a bit with this damage. Got damage basically on every side of the car.
Fastest lap so far.
He was late on the brakes. I had to take a bit of avoiding action there. Definitely lost a bit of time in sector 1 there. Thought he had, was going to go straight into the back of me there, so just let go of the brakes. This will be interesting.
Alright, sector 1.
See if he sends it or not. Big mistake by the white Ferrari there on the exit. I think he dipped one of the wheels in the grass there, it looked like. P1 and P2 are battling for, I believe, the championship. Very good line you've got, mate, keep it up. Thanks, we'll see what we can do. We've got quite a bit of damage, but trying to hold them up as best we can. That white Ferrari is in P5 and he seems to be struggling, so if we can catch him and pass him, that would be fantastic. Just got to be careful what happened with the black Ferrari doesn't happen with the white Ferrari. We get bumped wide and then the red Ferrari gets past us. We don't want that happening again. He's in the grass again.
Gaining on the driver ahead, sector 3.
See if we can get this for P5. Mate, that's the second time you've gone into the back of me in 20 minutes. The only reason I have this much damage is because of the first time he's went into the back of me. So please stop going into the back of my car. I know it looks good, but like, I don't appreciate the damage.
Sometimes the car in front is second too.
Another nudge. Don't think I actually got damage that time though.
Warning for exceeding track limits.
Okay, gotta be careful, that's our second warning.
Window is opening.
Oh, he's binned it into the wall. Into the back of me and then into the back of the wall. Well, into the wall, not into the back of the wall. Oh, you might have clipped the grass actually. That's a good point, I didn't think of the grass. I thought it was because the white fly went so slow, I had to go slow, and then I thought it was him clipping our car or something whilst trying to avoid going to the back of me. But actually clipping the grass makes a lot more sense. Probably just tried to avoid us because we went slow on the exit. Well, now the battle is on for P5. Massive damage still. Struggling quite a bit for pace, especially with the damage, but we just have to try our best. Held him off for quite a while though. Oh yeah, there is tyre marks right at the edge of the grass. It's most likely what happened. I'll save the replay and we can have a look back. At first I thought it was just because we were so slow on the exit, he had gone to the right to avoid us, but touching the grass is probably what happened, I think, as well. I think 406 might have repaired the damage, but he will have lost a lot of time. Either that or he's retired, I don't know. Wouldn't retire it. Oh! Did not expect him to brake like that. That was almost a brake check. That could have been nasty. Savini, championship leader, still P2 surprisingly. I'm struggling for tyres. I think I'm going to come in for an early stop. I think we're running too much fuel.
Losing time to the car in front in second 2.
Definitely don't repair the damage, add some fuel. Saying add 30 litres at the pit stop, I'm being very, very safe on fuel. My fuel calculation was a little wrong. But we've burnt through about, oh, I don't know now. Started with 48, we've got 15, we've got 13 left, so we've burnt about 30 litres in almost half the race, so 49 is going to be more than enough. Right, pit stop already, coming at the end of this lap I think. So slow on the left hander every single lap. I don't know why though. Some of the corners he's fine, but the sector 1, this white Ferrari seems to be very, very slow through. I'll pit at the end of this lap and go for the undercut, because I'm struggling for tyres at the moment. Not going to repair the damage because we'll lose more time than we'll gain. BMW's pitting first, that's interesting. Right, let's see if we can find the pit entry. Please tell me that's not stop and go. If it's stop and go, our race is over. Serves me right for not practicing pit entry. Aha, that's going to be a painfully slow stop. This could very well be a race ending penalty.
Mandatory stop and start clear. Come on, go, go, go.
Come on, I'm expecting a stop and go penalty here. If it is, it's race over. I think it'll be a DNF. Please tell me it's not a stop and go. Come on. What? No way I got away with that. There's no way. How did I get away with that pit entry? I thought for sure we had a stop and go. I need to see the replay of that. I must have come very, very close to speeding there. It must be one of my best pit entries. Because that was... I thought I got a stop and go there. We will have some time to make up because 17 has just pitted. And even though my pit entry was good, we had a terrible stop. I missed the jacks. So I think 17 could easily be like 5 seconds ahead of me. Finally we have some tyres though, we're not sliding around everywhere. Tyres are still cold though. Okay, where is he? Has he also had a bad pit stop or repaired the damage accidentally? He's still in the pits. Where is he? Oh! It's going to be close. Maybe not close enough. Oh no! He's got to stop and go as well. Oh! Would have been super close as well. Look, we just beat him out the pit stop, but yeah, he's got to stop and go. So he must have had a really bad pit stop then, or repaired the damage, because we had a bad one and still came out ahead. But yeah, that's his race over, stop and go penalty. That's a shame. You might have had the same thing as me, not practice pit entry, and then it's not very obvious because it's just after the corner, and especially at night as well. If anyone's taken out the pit limiter board, could have been very easy for him to hit that. So that's a shame that he's got the stop and go, but it does pretty much guarantee us P5 unless we completely bin it by ourselves. But it's going to be a fairly lonely race. I'm just surprised I didn't get a stop and go, to be honest. When I pressed the pit limiter, I was like, yep, definitely getting a stop and go for that one. So yeah, we've got quite a lot of damage as we did before the pit stop, but now we've got some fresh tyres, we'll see what we can do. definitely got too much fuel, but I think I messed up my fuel calculation and I didn't want to change it by too much because I didn't want to run out of fuel. But yeah, we definitely got a bit extra, quite a bit extra. So yeah, 23 seconds to the next car. Someone retired from the race as well near the beginning, which I believe was the black Ferrari. Let's focus on trying and improving these lap times. Now we've got fresher tyres. That must be painful. P5 to lap P7 in basically 2 laps. Oh, that was not a good exit. 24 minutes to go though. Oh dear. Completely made that mistake on my own. I was looking at the braking boards and I braked at 300 instead of 400. That was a rookie error. Granted, when you have the headlights on it you can't read it, but still, that was a very rookie error there. How's the Porsche come out 13 seconds behind the BMW after the pit stop? The Porsche bid it? Because that could cost... I don't know how the points are awarded, because the champion wins a track day in a Porsche GT4 and Savini and the BMW driver are very, very close on points. I believe Savini's leading the championship, but still, even though he's leading a P2 on the final, even though he's got fastest lap, I don't know how much that could affect his championship. There isn't much in it, so I need to see how the points are spread out, or shared out I should say. How the points are shared out, and I'm not sure. Well, that last lap was a 39 after my rookie error into turn 1. Okay. Car does feel slow with the damage, but it definitely feels better with the fresher tyres. Because I had so much sliding in the first half of the race with those battles that I just killed my tyres with how I drove. And the damage just made it even worse, because then I was getting understeer where I wouldn't usually get understeer. But the fresh tyres is definitely helping. Pace is still much slower than what I practiced, but most of that will probably be from the damage, and then a big chunk of it just my driving isn't up to scratch. Yeah, I'm surprised Savini's P2. I know he's P2 at the start, but he was like half second P2, and then they both pitted, and somehow he's 14 seconds behind, so he must have binned it or something like that, because that's a massive, massive gap. But I'll look at the championship info and see how the points are shared out, because that might have cost him the track day and the drivers' championship. It's quite a big prize for only 8 people in the final, winning a track day in a Porsche GT4. But I think when people know they aren't going to win the championship, some of them just give up and go to the next championship. I've seen a lot of people do that. I didn't finish 2 of the last races, but I still raced in them. I still started them. But the one at Zolder I was in a wall, and then Bathurst I was in a wall, and then I only missed 1 race this season because I was at a wedding, but I try and attend all the races if I can. But this championship there is 1 drop round, so you expect everyone to miss a race sort of thing, maybe 2, but to go from 40 drivers to only 8 drivers in the finale is quite a substantial drop.
Falling behind the car in front in sector 2.
"18 minutes to go." As I thought, it would be quite a lonely race. The first half of the race was very entertaining with the battling and trying to hold off 406, but second half of the race is going to be a bit more boring. But at least if I stay clear of any more track limits and keep myself out the wall, hopefully we can take home a P5. I know the pace is absolutely rubbish, but if we can just keep it out of the walls, then hopefully we can take home P5. Obviously P5 when there's 40 cars and P5 when there's 8 cars is quite a difference. But some good battling at the start. Would have been nice to see what how the car would have been without the damage, because I'm actually quite a bit more comfortable with the car in the race than I was in qualifying. Oh, too much curb with the amount of throttle I put down there. Big slide.
There's a damaged car in front of sector 3.
Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, 14 minutes to go. Starting to get a little bit of that tire wear, I think, now. So I'm definitely sliding around a lot more than I was. Get that power on nice and early. The exit, that was nice. 11 minutes to go.
On the car ahead is into 3.
Car feels good, gotta watch my sliding a bit. I said I've got to watch my sliding, and at that I slid immediately afterwards.
Yellow flag is into 2.
That was a very bad first sector. Oh! Oh! Seely's binned it! Seely has binned it. He's down to P4. He was P3 about 8 seconds ahead. And I just heard yellow flag in sector 2 and he's down to P4, so must have binned it on his own, maybe through the curbs. I'd say if you're binning it in sector 2 by yourself, it's either through these curbs or where that Ferrari binned it when he was right behind me on the exit just before the long straight. We don't gain anything from it, but that's a bit unlucky to lose the podium so close to the end. But he's got 9 minutes left and he's back into P3 already, it looks like. Looks like he got the position back fairly quick. So I don't know what he's done, if he just spun by himself or what. Yeah, he's already pulled the 7/10 gap on the Ferrari. Looks like he doesn't have damage if he immediately took the position back, but he might have just spun on his own, I don't know. Still holding on to P3. Ferrari behind us catching me quite quickly, but we've got no reason to push right now. Don't think he'll catch us before the end unless I spin, and I do not want to risk more track limit warnings or getting more damage. I do know the pace is absolutely terrible at the moment, but can't really do much about it at the moment. Savini is catching the leader, but you won't catch him unless the leader wins it. He's not going to catch him quick enough, so it'll be interesting to see who wins the championship. Savini leading into the final round, but also they both have a did not start race or DNF race, so they both have the same worst result, which is a did not start. So it's their 7 races that they've completed that decides the championship. So Savini leading into the final round, but I'm not sure if he'll keep that lead. But he's been very dominant this season. But the BMW is also been very quick, so it'll be interesting to see in the final. When the final results are up, who actually wins the championship and that GT4 track day. Such a big prize for the amount that have turned up, but it will be interesting to see who wins it, Savini or Fisher. Okay, 3.5 to go.
Slow car ahead.
P4 and P3, 3 minutes to go, and they're separated by 0.8 of a second. Be interesting to see if the 427 sends it on the Lambo for the podium. Final race of the season, you don't know how much that one position could count for at the end. Championship. He's right on the back of Seeley. 0.8 separating the two. Savini has closed up the gap by about 5 seconds to the leader, but doesn't look like he's going to close it quick enough. So I think we've got 2 laps left, because the leader will be starting the final lap, but he's almost overlapped us, so. Pace wasn't up to scratch tonight, but at least it looks like it's going to be a P5. But yeah, the pace just wasn't there tonight, simple as that. Didn't have a lot of practice, wasn't too comfortable with the setup, and my pace has just not been up to scratch. The damage didn't help, but still the pace wasn't where it should have been. So the leader will start the final lap, so we will have 2 laps to go. So this is our penultimate lap, but the leader's final, I think. that's how it's gonna work.
Hey, there's a final
Yeah.
lap.
Just don't spin on the final 2 laps, Cody. I do not want to lose P5 with 2 laps to go or 1 lap to go. That would be extremely embarrassing. Half a second separating P4 and P5 on the final lap. That is interesting. Let's go, Scott. Completely my own fault. I was looking at the white Ferrari because he was going so slow. He was just moving out the way, and completely lost sight of the grass there and clipped the grass. Just too busy looking in the front. Oh, it's dropped down to 8 tenths between P4 and P3, but that will be interesting. They're 40 seconds ahead of me, but still, that means that they've got this lap, or still a chunk of, yeah, they're just on the back straight just now, so that'll be interesting. Well, that was a good way to start the final lap, wasn't it? Just completely messed up my braking again. P6 did get lapped, so we don't have to worry about him. Savini got down to 7 seconds behind the BMW. He gained about 8 seconds since the pit stop, I think. Yeah, no, 9 seconds, because it was 16 after the pit stop, so he gained about 9 seconds, but just didn't catch the BMW in time. But I'm not sure if that means he's lost the championship or not. I'll need to have a look at how points are spread out. Oh well, the final race of the championship. P5, only 8 started, so not amazing. Pace wasn't where we wanted it to be, but still P5. Had a good battle with 406 to defend. Ah, look at that, 360, let's go. Tire wear 7. Oh wow, we actually had a flat spot on the front tires, no wonder I struggled with the tires. That was half an hour, I really wrecked my tires. Okay, so that's it. Let me have a look at the standings. Did Savini win the championship or not? Let's have a look here. So Savini had 21 Savini had 21 points more than the driver that finished P1 tonight. So 21 points doesn't actually say. Where? Ah, it's in their rules, the point structure. P1 only gets 6 points more than P2. Plus fastest lap. So yeah. Savini is the champion. He does win the track day. Great job by him. Savini, and the BMW driver who won the race tonight, he finishes P2, so he gets his trophy. P5 to P3 in the championship are separated by 1 point, so I'm not sure who's going to take home the P3 trophy. You do get a trophy for this one. P4 and P3 were both tied, but I don't know if any of them actually finished, so I'm assuming the 406 is P3 in the standings. But yeah. But yeah, GG to Savini, who won the championship, and that finishes us up for today. We'll see what we can do next time. I think I'm not sure when our next stream will be, because tomorrow I won't be able to stream. What am I doing Sunday? I might not be able to stream until Tuesday next week because of I don't think I'll be able to stream on the weekend, and I've got work on Monday, so I don't think our next stream will be till Tuesday. So we'll probably do some like LFM racing or something on Tuesday. But yeah, as always guys, thank you for watching the stream tonight. I do apologise, it was a bit more of a boring race after the halfway mark. Just my pace wasn't up to scratch, didn't have much practice and the pace wasn't really there. But thanks everyone for watching, hope you enjoyed, and see you again next time.